Hey y'all, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are new, my name is Jazz. If you are not new here, hey girl, hey, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing my 2-year lock-anniversary video. We're going to be discussing all things locks and how my journey has been thus far. I'm so happy this day is finally here. The journey has gone by so quick and I can't believe that it's been 2 years. This video was supposed to come out like a couple weeks ago because technically my 2 years was at the beginning of November. We're at the end of November now, but you could probably hear in my voice I'm actually getting over COVID. I am technically still in quarantine, so luckily it was not super severe. I had a very mild case, but of course I still did have to quarantine, so I've been locked in my room far too long. Quarantine is over as of tomorrow, so I'm super excited. But if you do hear a little bit of like, you can hear the congestion in my voice, that's why I'm getting over COVID. All right, so let's get into all things locks. As I just said, I am or was officially 2 years at the beginning of November. This journey has gone by so fast. I still remember me recording my first video literally like it was yesterday. Like, I am in awe of how fast time has flown. So we're gonna get into some updates. And before we get started, just a few details about my hair. I do have what I initially consider microlocks. I still call them microlocks, but as they've gotten more mature, they have swelled. So, I mean, microlocks, small locks, whatever you want to call them. I did start them by myself, so I am 100% DIY. I did establish them myself and I do upkeep them myself, so I've never been to the loctician to have my hair done. I am DIY. I did start out with 2-strand twists. The number of locks that I actually have no idea. I've never counted. I know that's a big thing in the lock community, but it's just something that I never did. What else about my hair do you guys need to know? Oh yeah, so I did start with natural hair, just meaning that my hair was not like relaxed or anything. I did have about 10 to 12 inches depending on the spot in my head because my whole hair was not the same length. So my hair was anywhere between 10 to 12 inches. The hair type, which this was a question that I did get. I asked for questions on my Instagram page. My hair type, although I don't really adhere to the hair typing chart or whatever, if I were to go by the chart that's really big in the natural hair community, I would say, although I had a mix of a lot of different textures, it's mostly, I would say, on average 4A. Yeah, so those are the details about my locks. As far as why I decided to get locked, that was another question I got. I was having, like, before I got locked, I really was having like a hair, not a midlife crisis, but like a hair quarter life crisis. Like, I just did not like my hair. I did not like what I saw in the mirror. Like, I loved my hair, but I didn't. It was too much for me to deal with on a regular, like a daily basis. I did not like how unpredictable my hair was. When I wanted it to look cute, it didn't look cute. On days that I really wasn't looking for it to do anything special with it, it looks nice. So like, I just never knew what my hair was going to give me on a daily basis, and I think I was really tired of that. I'm also like, I go to the gym a lot, so like it was really kind of hard to deal with, like with all the sweat and everything. So like, I was just going through a time period where I just did not enjoy my hair. I didn't like doing it. I didn't like how it looked when I did it some days, and I just really felt like I needed a change. I actually considered cutting it all off. Like, I wasn't gonna like do a fade or anything, but I did like want to rock like a short look. I thought of maybe doing like another big chop. I also considered, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I also considered relaxing my hair, and I can't believe I'm saying that, but I considered relaxing my hair, but with the intentions of kind of like rocking a relaxed look for a while just to cut it off and transition back to natural. So it's definitely nothing that I was gonna do long term, just to like switch it up or rock a new style just to make it easier. I wanted to temporarily be relaxed. I really considered that. I was just gonna like cut it off and transition back natural and just start over. I thought of dyeing my hair. I thought of just continuously getting like box braids. I don't know. I considered so many things. But then I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll get locks. Maybe I'll get locks. I had that thought, and I hopped on YouTube and I followed this girl on Instagram, and she had the most beautiful microlocs, and I was like, huh, those look really good. I think they would look good on me. Maybe I'll look into this. So I got on YouTube, and for like literally a week straight, I binged watched people's women's lock journeys, and I just really fell in love with how beautiful they were. Everybody looked so gorgeous with them. They were so low maintenance, and I finally convinced myself that I'm going to get locks. And then I looked up getting locks established with a loctician here in Phoenix, and the prices were pretty high. It wasn't really something that I wanted to spend that much money on, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like it or not. So I decided that I was going to try to start them myself. So I definitely think I'm going to make another video going into more depth about that, just because I could go on and on about that. So I will definitely be making another video about why specifically I decided to get my hair locked. But yeah, long story short, I just needed something new. Okay, so let's start with my wash routine. At this point, I do wash about every 7 to 10 days. I really try to do once a week. If I miss that one time a week, I just kind of push it to 10 days. But I do know that it's pretty important to moisturize your hair, and you get the best moisture from actually washing your hair, getting it soaked in water and shampooing. So I'm sometimes a little more often if I need to, like if I've sweated a lot, if I've been to the gym more than usual, maybe I'll do it twice a week. But 7 to 10 days is usually the general time in between washes. Do not use conditioner. I do use a clarifying shampoo, like more of one that has like a stronger cleanser in it, and then I do have like a moisturizing shampoo. More times than not, I am using the moisturizing shampoo, but for a really deep clean, I do like to use like a clarifying, more cleansing shampoo. Other than a shampoo, the only product I really do use is like a daily leave-in spray. I believe it's by Carol's Daughter. Other than that, shampoo and that spray-in leave-in conditioner is really the only products that I use. I'm super minimalistic. As far as what I do to my hair at night, and I know that I should do better, but I sometimes will wear a bonnet, sometimes I'll wear like a wrap. I just really don't like to wear things on my head at night, and I know that that's a no-no because it keeps lint out of your locks. But I just like get tension headaches, so I don't really like to sleep with things around my head because I tend to get a headache. It feels better to not have anything on my head. But guys, just, you know, wear your bonnets, wear your wraps, because it's better for your locks. I know, I am working on that. But yeah, sometimes I wrap my hair up at night, sometimes I don't. It just depends. But yeah, don't be like me. Wrap your hair up at night. As far as maintenance, I do still do interlocking. So interlocking, I do anywhere between, and this is a kind of a big window, but it really just depends on what I have going on. If I have like an event where I want my hair to be looking nice, I might do it more often. So sometimes as little as 4 weeks in between interlockings. But if I don't have anything going on, if I don't have any like special events where I want my hair to be looking neat, then I will push as far as 8 weeks. Now when I do push to 8 weeks, there is a lot more new growth, so it does take more time. But it is always nice to kind of have 2 whole months in between interlockings. So it really just does depend anytime. Anywhere between 4 to 8 weeks is when I will interlock my hair. I do use a 2-point rotation. I do have a video on interlocking, and I will link it in this video if you have some questions or you want a little bit of a demonstration on how to interlock. So as far as styling, I think that I said in my last video that I wanted to be a little more experimental when it came to styles, and I have not really dove into that the way that I wanted to, but eventually I will try new and more different styles, but half up, half down, like so. Like you see my hair here is really my go-to. I think that the bottom of my hair is locking faster than the top of my hair. That might have something to do with it. I'm still not in love with the way that my hair looks all the way down. I think there is some discrepancy in the speed at which the top part of my hair, top and front, is locking as far as like the bottom of my hair. It's dropped a lot more. I also feel like it's just like longer too. Yes, but my styles are very minimal and half up, half down is my go-to look. As far as my hair being fully locked, no, I don't think my hair is fully locked. I do still have, I don't know if you can see, but I do still have some curly ends, especially at the top and front of my hair. So the bottom part is probably honestly fully locked. The bottom of my hair is probably fully locked. I don't have a lot of curly ends left over really at all. I will say the two-strand twist portion of my hair in some places is definitely still kind of spongy, and it's not all the way solidified, so I know that that's not fully locked, but that's typical, especially when you start with longer hair. I do see that it kind of takes longer to lock your hair the longer that your hair was when you first started your locks, and especially depending on like what method you use. So I think that's really typical from what I've seen. I think it may take upwards of like 2.5, maybe even 3 years for me to be like 100% locked. I guess we'll see, but it's definitely like maturing. I would say the 1.5 year mark was probably where I really started to see my hair really maturing at a faster level, and right around 2 years is when I really started to was like, oh my gosh, my hair is coming really far. A lot of times people will quote 2 years. That's really the truth. A lot of people will say that you really don't start to see like the maturity, you don't start to see it drop until really 2 years, and I can really attest from experience that that is a really accurate timeline. So if you're new, 2 years is really like that sweet spot where you're really gonna start to see your hair drop and mature. When you start with length, you're really gonna get a lot of shrinkage. For me, I got a lot of shrinkage. So if you feel like, you know, you're like a year in, 6 months in, and you feel like your hair is not locking, it will lock. You really just have to give it time. So I am considering, and I don't know about this, if you are new to your journey, or like you have, well, if you have not yet started your journey and you're going to get locks, I would 100% recommend getting a trim before you start your locks. And that is something that I did not do. I think I was so excited to start the journey that I didn't even think about it. But 100%, if you have not had a trim for a while and you're going to start locks, get a trim first. For me, I feel like I can definitely see the difference. I can see where I needed a trim, and that the length like around my locks are kind of, they're just not the same. And it's probably not really noticeable, but to me, since I'm in my hair and looking at my hair every day, I could really see the difference. Definitely get a trim. I'm considering getting a trim at some point. I really think I want my hair to be 100% mature, just so I can see if maybe some of the length discrepancy is because parts of my hair have dropped, parts of it have not. So maybe that's what I'm seeing. But if it continues to kind of show this length discrepancy throughout my locks, I am considering maybe getting a small trim just to kind of even out the length throughout my head within the next 6 to 12 months, when I feel like my hair is going to like be fully locked. And as far as color, I'm still wanting to get my hair colored. Well, I want to try to color it again, which if you go back and look at my videos, I did make a video. I did attempt to color my hair at home. It didn't really take very well. It's not really very noticeable. You can really only see it in the sun. But I really want to dye my hair a more noticeably vibrant, like reddish brown. I was thinking that I was going to get it professionally colored, but now I'm kind of getting that itch to DIY. I don't know, something about DIY is just in my spirit. I just really like to DIY things. So I kind of want to try again. So guys, let me know if you think that I should try again myself with a box dye, or if I should just go to a cosmetologist and get it professionally done. I don't know. I'm still gonna figure out what I'm gonna do, but let me know what you guys think I should do. So I think that's pretty much mostly what I have to cover as far as like the details of my hair. Like again, I'm super minimalistic, so there's not really much to update you guys on. I think you can definitely see the difference in like the hang time of my hair. I'm finally seeing that drop, which is probably something that I'm most excited about. Kind of see that it's like hanging longer than what it used to, and I'm so excited about that. Again, this journey has flown by so fast. So if you are new and you are kind of feeling impatient, just know that it's going to go by so fast. Before you know it, you'll be at your year, you'll be at your 2 years. It just goes by so fast. You really do have to embrace the journey. You're not always gonna like what you see, especially in the early stages where you go through that awkward stage. That stage can be really frustrating, but embrace it. It goes by so fast. Take lots of pictures. You're gonna want to see how your hair has changed over the months and the years. And it does change so much, and you're gonna want to see pictures. So just take pictures all the time, take videos all the time. Like I said, again, embrace every stage because it goes by so fast. I want to thank everybody that has been watching my videos over these past 2 years. I hope that I have been able to give you guys some advice. Like I always say, that I'm not a loctician. I'm just here sharing my journey, and hopefully the things that I share can help some of you guys on your journey as well. So again, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning into this video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at jazz.so.strong. Go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.